Hi Year 11, up to our next example on interpreting graphs, and this time we're looking at something called a conversion graph. So this one, for example, is used to convert between degrees Fahrenheit and degrees Celsius. So as I mentioned with the last example, it's really important to look at the intervals we're going up in, just so we are getting it right the first time and we're not having to go back and change. So if I look at this interval here, we can see it's plusing 20 and then plusing 20. So that's what we're going up by. So if I zoom in a little bit more, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I would say is this here, whoop, not that one, it's a little hard on the iPad. So we need to increase 20 over 5 spaces. So I'll just zoom out so it stops trying to edit that. So if I do 20 divided by 5, that equals 4. So each of those little lines is worth 4 more degrees. It's adding on, and that's for my Fahrenheit scale. If we look at my degrees, again, plus 20, plus 20, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 once again. So again, these are increasing by 4. So if we get started with A, convert the temperature of 68 degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius. So I'm going to find my Fahrenheit scale and I'm going to find 68. So remember, we're going up by 4s, so this point here is going to be my 68. I'm going to draw my straight line up until my conversion line, and then I'm going to draw across to my degrees Celsius. You'd just use your ruler. So we could say 68 degrees Fahrenheit is equal to 20 degrees Celsius. Let's give B a go. So water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. What temperature is this in Fahrenheit? So I'm going to this time go onto my Celsius axis, and I'm going to draw my line across until I hit my conversion line. I'm then going to zoom in a little bit to make it a bit easier for us to see. And I'm going to, that's not a very straight line, draw that down. I'll just scroll down a little bit so that I can continue my line. And we're going to end up about here. So remember, we're going up by 4, so it's kind of in a half there. So it's going to be 200, 204, 208. I would say that's 210 there, because we're a little bit in between those two lines. So I would say 100 degrees Celsius is equal to 210 degrees Fahrenheit. Next one is water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. What Fahrenheit temperature is this? So again, I'm going to go from my Fahrenheit scale, draw across until I hit my line. I'm then going to draw down. This one's a little tricky once again. It's not as in between as part B. So what I'm going to say that is 20, 24, 28, 32. So 0 degrees Celsius is equal to 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Now remember, this is a lot of estimating, so we can't get a perfectly precise answer off of these graphs, but it gives us a really good idea. Finally, if we have a look at D, when Australian temperatures were measured in Fahrenheit, a day when the temperature reached 100 degrees Fahrenheit, or a century, was considered a very hot day. What is this temperature in degrees Celsius? So it's the same as what we've been doing, but it's just a little bit more wordy. So I'm going to find my 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to draw my line up until I hit my conversion line. I'm then going to draw my line across if it wants to. There we go. So if we zoom in, that's 24, 28, 32, 36. So it's halfway between 36 and 40. I would probably say it's more near the 36 line. So I'm going to scroll down and say my 100 degrees Fahrenheit is equal to 36 degrees Celsius. And that's it for this example.